Yeah, it's completely black. I'm gonna turn it over and face the pillow. Okay, so wanting to die and choosing not to is like this amazing feat. And it's like, I mean, I want to stay alive. I want to stay alive for my kids. I want to stay alive for, the hope and possibility of having more amazing experiences in life, and actually like accomplishing my business ideas and nonprofit goals, and or I guess not necessarily nonprofit goals, but like philanthropy goals and whatever. But like, when you wake up in the middle of the night, or what? I mean, this didn't even used to be the middle of the night for me. Like, oh yeah, this used to be too early, and I would be irritated. Clubs would close. But I've been going to sleep like around 7 p.m. this last week, pretty much since daylight savings time, or supposedly daylight saving time. And people say like that's just a mismemory or whatever, but like I distinctively remember the S on the end of the word, so whatever. But I'm super, super blessed that my mother is willing to be up and help me in the middle of the night, but it doesn't negate the reality that when I wake up in massive amounts of nauseating discomfort, that it quickly makes itself clear that it's not just discomfort, it's beyond, to the point where I'm not even entirely positive that I'm going to be able to go to and have my appointment day to day and do individual therapy and group. I'm not positive yet. The next 6 hours are really gonna let me know, but like I automatically want to die when my body is in certain levels of distress, and it gets old really fast. It's exhausting, and I just I want to talk about how proud of myself I am that I am maintaining my determination to stay alive. And morbidly enough, I want to apologize if I ever do succumb to the temptation of ending the physical pain, and yeah, pretty sure I'm not gonna do that. Let's not talk about that. But I do apologize if it ever comes to that. I will make it abundantly and obviously clear, though, by the way, like there will be no confusion or accidental whatever. Like, it will be and obvious and deliberate, and I'll write a letter to each of my children and my parents, and oh man, this is really going somewhere dark, isn't it? Okay, so it's just something about going to sleep, and yeah, I've been waking up with nightmares, but for the most part, like, I've been sleeping pretty decently the last few nights. Like, I haven't woken up with extreme nausea like I have the vast majority of the rest of my life. And it was just so nice. It was so nice. And now here I am, and like, the light, I have one little, I don't know if you can even see, look, there you go, on my messy little nightstand. I have one little fake candle, because my mom doesn't like real candles. It's a battery powered, flick the switch candle, and then I put a little piece of toilet paper over the top to just like hide the light a little bit more. Like, I wouldn't have light at all, except that my mom can't see, even though to me it's very bright with all the, I mean, the window is open and I can see all the lights outside in the city. And it's like, I mean, this little, oh, migraines suck so bad. I remember in high school not knowing that what I had experienced and was experiencing were nightmares, because the way that my friend was able to describe hers, just not nightmares, I meant to say migraines, I think I just said nightmares. Migraines are a nightmare. I don't know, I'm barely cognizant, but I remember listening to the way that she described her migraines and being like, oh my gosh, like, that's so much worse than what I've experienced. You know, I'm pretty sure I don't get migraines, or if I do, they're not nearly as bad as yours. And then of course, like, it was maybe 6 months after that, I started like getting them worse and worse and worse and worse, and I had no idea they could get so bad. And she did at the time. I know the time we had the conversation, she had it worse than me, at least that particular time, that particular conversation, there's no question. But I also, sometimes I look back and I think, well, I had a really high pain tolerance, and I didn't like talking about my pain or what I was experiencing or whatever. Like, I had really, really strict views on not I mean, I did everything I could to focus on anything and everything else except my pain, and man, I just pushed myself too far. Okay, wanting to die but choosing not to. For my children, there are probably going to be moments, I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't already had many moments, but if you haven't, there are going to be moments in your life. Oh my gosh, it's already been 9 minutes. 10 minutes, really. There are going to be moments in your life where you want to die. And I I just, please keep living. Grandma just said there might be, but no, I guarantee. Serious, Mom. I'm sorry. I guarantee. Considering the genetics that we have, considering everything, like, I don't have confidence that you can make it throughout your entire life and not have a moment where you want to die. And I'm just saying, prepare yourself for the determination to live. Put yourself in a space where you're able to firmly, consistently remember that this too shall pass. Now, I've been severely wanting to die on and off for the last year, like in an intense way, like just since Oregon and my body breaking down and whatever else, like I'm struggling. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not proud of it, although I am very proud of the way that I have handled myself in the midst of such strong desires to end the pain. I mean, I've even, like, big time wanted to do hard drugs and stuff. Like, this has been a doozy of a deal. And so I'm just saying, there might come a time where you wake up in the middle of the night and something's going on that feels emotionally or mentally or physically like it is too much. It is more than you can bear. There might be a time in the middle of the day when the sun is shining and you realize that, you feel alone, whether you're literally physically alone or whether you're surrounded by people, that you feel so alone that you don't even feel like you can go on anymore. Like, do what you need to do to stay aware that your life is a precious gift and that something worthwhile will come out of it, no matter how much pain or freaking torture you go through. Yeah. And to anyone who's listening to this, you're not my child. Even if you've never had anyone love and support you the way that you feel you need to be loved and supported to make physical pain or emotional or mental pain feel like it's worthwhile, I am absolutely positive it still is. I really am. And looking at the camera screen again, you can't see me, I can't see you. Somehow this is still happening. Technology these days, it's amazing. It's so bright. The camera, the way that it's designed, it's horrible. It's perfectly fine during the day, but at night it's awful. Keep on keeping on. Fight the good fight. Wanting to die and choosing to stay alive is a brave, bold, powerful thing. And I give you kudos and myself kudos, and I'm hugging you long distance whether you're my child or not.